Hey guys, sorry for the way I look. Disregard it. I just got out of the bathtub. It is 9:50 p.m. Central Standard Time. And earlier today, something terrible happened. I don't know if any of you guys follow this YouTuber or if you guys have been watching news. But earlier today in Utah, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. I'm going to take a moment and say a prayer for him. I have been crying since I found out. I have been watching many YouTubers who have been talking about it. I have been fighting with a lot of people on Facebook over it. When bad shit like this happens, the evil people get a light shown on them. I don't know what President Trump is going to do because of this. Charlie Kirk was a big advocate for President Trump. I don't care if you agree or disagree with Charlie Kirk. I don't care if you agree or disagree with President Donald Trump. I don't care if you voted for him. I don't care if you didn't vote for him. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter if you like or dislike Charlie Kirk. When shit like this happens, we all need to come together. And we all need to rally and take out the evil of this world. That does not mean we need to do it the same way that shooter killed Charlie. We all heard that he was shot in the neck and that he bled out. There's videos all over YouTube. If you want to watch it, go ahead and look it up. Sorry, I gotta switch screens here for a minute. 9 minutes ago, this is from CNN. Manhunt underway after conservative activist Charlie Kirk shot dead on Utah campus. I don't care if you like CNN. I don't care if you like the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, whatever. They're all talking about this now. I'm going to go with the New York Times. This was 4 hours ago. It's labeled "A lot of blood. Witnesses describe the Charlie Kirk shooting. People in the crowd said that the shot was not very loud and that not everyone had immediately realized what was happening." Bless me. Oh, bless me again. Okay, I just want to see if anybody was talking. Andrew Sorry if I mispronounced names. I am not that great, okay? Public school educated here. And this does not sound like it's an American name. I am sorry. Andrew Piscaldo was standing in the middle of a campus amphitheater on Wednesday, waiting to debate Charlie Kirk about the Eighth Amendment when a single shot rang out. It was surprising no one really got down until the people My throat is so friggin' dry. Dry in my apartment and was humid out today. It was surprising, and no one really got down until the people in front of the stage did. People got down in waves. He had been in line at a campus event at Utah Valley University, waiting to speak to and debate Mr. Kirk, as the students typically do in Prove Me Wrong debates that Charlie Kirk, a right-wing activist, would host. Andrew, who estimated that he was about 80 feet away, recalled that Mr. Kirk had been responding to a question about transgender mass shooting suspects before he was shot. When the shot rang out, Andrew said that he dropped first but did not run. He said he did not see Mr. Kirk get shot. He estimated that the shooting occurred shortly after the program began, shortly after noon local time. So that is noon Mountain Standard Time. Brandon Russon, a 24-year-old student at Ensign College in Salt Lake City, said he was near the front row of the crowd, about 20 feet from Charlie. He said that Charlie kind of slumped backwards, and I saw. It was very graphic. I saw a lot of blood. And then everybody around me just fell to the ground to take cover. He described a split second of confusion. Mr. Kirk was being asked about mass shootings at the time, and for a brief moment, Mr. Russon wondered whether the shooting was part of an act. And y'all should know this. Charlie Kirk doesn't put on any kind of act. Anything he says is 100% honest in his viewpoint. And we are all entitled to our own viewpoints in this country. It is under the First friggin' Amendment. And the people who do this kind of shit, apparently they don't care about any of our freedoms. That lasted about a second before I realized it was something very serious going on. Fearing that more shots could be fired, Mr. Russon said he stayed crouched on the ground for about a minute as people screamed and ran around him. He said that he texted his wife to tell her what was happening and that he loved her, then grabbed his friend who was next to him and ran for a nearby building. Mr. Russon said he was still shaken up by the event and felt grateful to be alive. He recalled that before it started, he had turned to his friend and said the courtyard venue was not ideal for someone who was a disruptive public figure. Whatever. Charlie should have felt safe and free to hold his venue wherever he deemed it was safe, whether that be at a courtyard, inside of some kind of theater, inside of a classroom. It shouldn't have mattered where he held it. We should all feel safe to gather wherever we damn well feel like. Mr. Piscaldio, said that the setup of the amphitheater struck him as unsafe before the event. Despite a heavy security presence, he noticed there were a lot of ledges, points where this could happen, he said. This seemed really preventable. I'm kind of angry at the organizers. Zachary Morris, who attended the event with his 3-year-old daughter, described confusion and a mass panic in the crowd when the shot was fired. I reached down and grabbed my daughter and my phone and began to run, said Mr. Morris, a registered nurse who lived in Lee, Utah. He took cover in the Sorson Student Center, but there people were yelling for everyone to evacuate the building. All I could think was that I got to get my daughter out of here, said Mr. Morse, who eventually exited safely with his daughter. Isaac Davis, a junior at Utah Valley University, said the shot fired wasn't that loud. It was definitely noticeable, but it almost sounded like a firecracker. He said he believed the shooter was not in the crowd. Mr. Davis said the scene devolved into hysteria after the shot, and he and several others were pushed indoors and into the classroom to hide. I just don't want to be in the building while everything was going on, so I ran out of it, he said. So, that was from the New York Times, and I'm going to put this control copy into the chat if you guys want to read it yourselves. Here's one. Nebraska, Iowa leaders react to shooting death of political activist Charlie Kirk. Nebraska, Iowa leaders react to shooting death of political activist Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Charlie Kirk, the CEO and founder of the conservative young... Oh my God, go away. Okay. Charlie Kirk, the CEO and founder of the conservative youth organization Turning Point USA, was shot and killed during an event in Utah. The event was on the Utah Valley University campus in Orem, Utah. Following the shooting, local leaders shared their thoughts and prayers. Senator Pete Ricketts asked for the public to pray for Kirk's family. And I've been getting into a lot of discussions on Facebook about this. People think that Charlie Kirk got what he deserved and that his daughters and his wife got what they deserved too because of Charlie Kirk's viewpoints on rape and on his viewpoints of abortion. I'm not going to get into my viewpoints on that shit, but needless to say, no one deserves to be killed. No one deserves to be murdered. No one deserves to be doxxed based on their political beliefs or any beliefs at all. This needs to stop, and it needs to end now. We all need to rally together and put an end to this bullshit. Charlie Kirk was participating in the very American act of political dialogue when he was taken away from us. He was a husband, son, and father of 2 little children. Political violence is anti-American. I'm going to say that again. Political violence is anti-American. Exclamation point. It's an attack against our very values. It's an attack on our republic. It's an attack on everything. In our great country, we settle our disagreements with ballots, not bullets. Please join me in praying for his family as they mourn. Senator Deb Fischer also asked for prayers for Kirk's family. Senator Deb Fischer posted on X or Twitter, whatever you guys call it, heartbreaking news today. We should be able to disagree with each other without resorting to violence. My prayers are with Charlie's wife, his 2 young children, and his entire family. May he rest in peace. Republican Don Bacon said political violence undermines the nation. Our hearts and prayers are with Charlie's wife, children, family, and friends. He served on the Air Force Academy Board of Visitors with me and will be missed. Our country not only protects but cherishes our freedom of speech. The political violence terribly undermines our republic. I hope the killer is found and held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Representative Mike Flood asked that Americans work towards bringing peace to our divided country. And he also posted on X, from the White House to the college campus, Charlie Kirk used his platform to talk about conservative principles, share his faith in Jesus, and to connect to the next generation of Americans to the Republican Party. And President Trump posted, the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the U.S. better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Sympathies go out to his beautiful wife and family. Charlie, we love you. Mike Flood also posted on X. His wife and him are praying for Charlie's wife and kids and urge all Americans to work towards bringing peace to our divided country. We must bring an end to political violence that seems to be growing in our country. Governor Jim Pillen said Kirk's death is devastating for free expression. The news of Charlie Kirk's assassination is devastating, not only for conservatives, but for supporters of liberty and free expression everywhere. Charlie stood fearlessly, not only in his own beliefs, but for engagement and debate. Indeed, he was doing just that when he died. He inspired countless young people with his principled activism, including on campuses right here in Nebraska. Suzanne and I are deeply saddened by this act of senseless political violence, and I ask that all Nebraskans pray for God's grace and comfort to be brought to his wife and young kids. We must condemn and end political violence in America. Iowa Representative Randy Frinstra said he was devastated to learn about Kirk's death. He posted on X, I am devastated and heartbroken to learn of the passing of Charlie Kirk. May God grant his family comfort and may Charlie rest in peace. There's that one if you guys want to look it up. So, I mean, I can look up more, but they all basically say the same thing. Here's one that was posted 4 minutes ago from AP News. Live updates. Charlie Kirk assassinated at university event in Utah. I don't know if they know who the shooter was. I don't know if they found the shooter yet. Okay, this one is entitled Live Updates. Charlie Kirk assassinated at university event in Utah. That is a really nice picture of Charlie. You guys need to look this one up. Authorities say conservative activist Charlie Kirk was killed by a single shot in an apparent targeted attack during an outdoor event Wednesday at Utah Valley University. Kirk co-founded the conservative youth organization Turning Point USA and was a close ally of President Donald Trump. This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation, Utah Governor Spencer Cox. I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. Authorities are seeking a new person of interest in the shooting and have no one in custody as of late Wednesday, according to the law enforcement familiar with the matter, who was not authorized to discuss the situation by name but spoke on condition of anonymity. The shooting came amid a spike in attacks on political figures in the U.S. across all parts. I hate ads. Across all parts of the ideological spectrum. Here's what we know so far. The victim, 31-year-old Kirk, personified the pungent populist conservatism that has taken over the Republican Party in the age of Trump. He launched his organization, Turning Point USA, in 2012, targeting younger people and venturing onto liberal-leaning college campuses where many GOP activists are nervous to engage. The shooter wore dark clothing and fired from a roof on campus some distance away. Utah authorities say FBI Director Kosh Patel, who earlier in the day posted on social media that a subject had been taken into custody, later wrote that the person had been released after being questioned. The location. Kirk was speaking at a debate hosted by Turning Point USA. The event at UVU had been met with divided opinions on campus. An online petition calling for the university administrators to bar Kirk from appearing received nearly 10,000 signatures. The university issued a statement last week citing First Amendment rights and affirming its commitment to freedom of speech, intelligent inquiry, and constructive dialogue. At least 200 people attended Scottsdale, Arizona vigil to honor Kirk. And this was posted a minute ago. With moderate winds picking up at times, people clutched candles that wouldn't stay lit, and little U.S. flags were reciting Catholic prayers and singing verses. The Reverend Daniel Cruz led a rosary. John Yep, president and CEO of Catholics for Catholics, and a friend of Kirk's, was the only other speaker at the vigil, which was also live streamed. He shared how he sent Kirk a text after learning of his passing today. I want you to know we're going to honor your blood, your sacrifice, and your tears. Your tiny little kids are going to know that when their dad was taken from this earth, that we came here and prayed. People gather outside hospital where Kirk was pronounced dead. The crowd outside Timpanogos Regional Hospital lined the road, holding American flags as passing cars honked. Visitors placed lit candles, bouquets of flowers, and small American flags in front of the large hospital sign. As the sun set in Utah, some attendees read Bible passages while others spoke on continuing the work that Kirk had begun. And we all need to do that. We all need to continue the work Kirk had started. His death should not be in vain. There's like a lot of small passages here. I'm going to post this one also in the chat. You guys can look up all of those and more. His death does not have to be in vain. His death was horrible, and it never should have happened. Let's put an end to this together. Hashtag make America safe again. And hashtag make America great again. I don't care if you lean left or right. We all should be wanting to make America great again. We should all be wanting to make America safe again, because none of us should have to fear going outside no matter what time of day or night it is. I love you all. Good night.